Oh, that was a rush.
Started running, wanted to catch it.
Sitting down here in the toilet flush. We're close to the building.
All right. Scott Poole of the American Ghost Project, live here at the home studios in Southeast Missouri for, of course, the American Ghost Project. Took a day off yesterday, needed that day off. A lot of us were trying to recuperate. We had what we call a paranormal hangover. It's very much like a regular hangover where you're if you have never drank before in your life, then I'll have to apologize ahead of time because I have. And it's a headache. It's what happened over this weekend at the Miller House was nothing short of both phenomenal and amazing, and wanted to cover that with you all today. I just flipped in part of the review, and I've got it pulled up right here. If you can see, it's Johnny Kagoop standing there as we are seconds away from walking into the Miller House, and right away we get a voice. Check this out. Let's do it. Let's get in there. So we're getting all of our stuff together.
Miller home, we're coming.
I am carrying the ghost portal right there in my right arm.
Anybody put fuel in the generator?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, John.
Chris Smith just asked, where do we think that we are aiming? Hey, Chandra, we are aiming to get into Martin Hills. I still need to get a hold of the owner. I am feeling a strong pull to get into Martin Hills. You can hear my dog upstairs, I bet. After I went into Martin Hills, there were things that happened within that 11 minutes. You'll have to find that video review on our webpage. On Facebook, rather. I actually went live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch for that one. So 11 minutes and a ton of evidence. I'd love to get into Martin. And here's the thing with Martin Hills. If and when we get access, my plan is to stay there the entire weekend and not go home. Yeah. So I plan on taking a sleeping bag and finding a room. There's beds still there. Just saying. Now, I'm not going to sleep on one of the beds because of bed bugs and that sort of thing. And I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to sleep on a mattress that I don't know. But I plan on taking a tent, and I plan on camping out, taking some guys, taking some of our investigators that are willing to do that with me, and making s'mores and setting up static cameras all around outside so we can record outside and do a full-on immersion style investigation there. Yeah. Well, you just need to let us know when you're off, Tyler, and we'll get you in there. That's Tyler. That's texting or chatting right now. Good evening, Miller home. So we are about to walk into the Miller home, and I turn around and help Karen in.
Coming in.
Don't worry about all that stuff flying around. Those bugs.
Just everybody be sure to watch your step.
Just go on. And no sooner does she turn around to face us, as I start to talk about what happened with Ray, listen to what we capture. It's a whisper. And I'll grab it and try to single it out. But I started going over evidence, and I'm like, why don't I just stream this and just shoot us as we're coming in? Not literally, but yeah. So Tommy, when he came in here earlier, I don't know if you heard him talking about what he felt. Y'all hear that? Let me back it up. That's not Karen. It's usually when here's the thing with Karen, she knows, based on conversations we've had, production meetings, that sort of thing, whenever we talk off camera, she knows not to talk whenever I'm talking. That's just something that, or whenever someone on camera is talking. So I'm addressing the camera. I would technically be, if we were doing a class, this would be the subject matter. So I start speaking, and there is a whisper in the background. Listen again. He came in here earlier. I don't know if you heard him talking about what he felt. So what I'll do is, let's see where this is. This is how I review evidence, guys. I'll cut that up. Heard him talking about what he felt in here. And grab it. I'll slide this down. I'll copy this. Make sure that's selected. So I've made two different instances of this. This is how we put, I slap footage together. I will grab this one, go into Adobe Audition. Yeah. I mean, dude, you were right. You were in the door, Marty. You were helping. You were lighting the steps. I mean, it's crazy. You were there, and I know that you didn't hear that whisper. None. I mean, obviously, none of us did. Heard him talking about what he felt in. Heard him talking about what he. Any guesses whatsoever what that's saying? Because I'm not there yet. Because I'm talking at the same time, so it's very distracting. So what I'll try to do is I'll denoise that. Heard him talking about what he. Heard him talking about what he. Heard him talking about what he. Heard him talking about what he felt in. Heard him talking about what he felt. Heard him talking about what he felt. That's a voice. And here's what's crazy. If I had not been talking, it would have been crystal clear. Rob Ride. Heard him talking about what he. Yeah, something with an R, right? So it's an R sound. You got that R sound. I have to do the R backwards, by the way, because this is I know that it's reversed in the camera. Heard him talking about what he. Yeah, maybe Robbie? Heard him talking about what he felt. This is what's hard about what we do. Heard him talking about what he felt. And I know that's not Karen, because Karen will not do that. I know that she wouldn't. Heard him talking about what he felt. Heard him talking about what he felt. Man. It's just killer, isn't it? I mean, I just started reviewing footage. I just slapped this one in. This is night one, part one. We had literally, I mean, if I back it up, you were just holding the SLS camera rig itself while I was like cleaning off my glasses, and we were trying to get everybody rounded up and get cameras going and get inside the house, because we had already I think we're like 45 minutes behind our schedule. So we were already behind schedule. Food had gotten started a little late because nobody had started the fire or the grill. I mean, it was just a lot of different things. And then the supporters couldn't get into the stream. It was just a lot of different things that culminated into a debacle of a start on Friday. All right. Heard him talking about what he. Heard him talking about what he. All right. Heard him talking about what he felt. Heard him talking about what he. I'll buy it. I like it. So we will. Copy and paste that a few more times. So we have plenty of playthroughs, right? Plenty of. Label those one of my favorite colors, and then you guys know what this is going to be labeled magenta. So now we know. When I go back into and I put in the graphics, this is how I just edit really quick. And this is just one clip, right? So this is just, I mean, you've got multiple cameras. Marty's got a camera. Mark has got a camera. John has got a camera. 3 other cameras plus the static cameras. The static cameras themselves, unfortunately, do not capture audio. So, yeah. All right. So we're starting. All right. I think the ghosts were ready too. They're like, all right, some people that want to talk to us. So let's keep going.
In here.
No.
Now, I have not been anything past this. I heard that voice and I thought, pull up streaming software and see if anybody else wants to join in. At least 30 of you are watching right now, which is pretty awesome.
You felt something in here. And that's just one of the bathrooms. We have any K2s, or does Mama Joe
There was
have
something in
Her bag.
in the past. Had some
Some
Is she coming in, or do you want me to
Feelings.
put that back?
in
back?
here.
people in the bathroom, yes.
Yeah.
Over the last year.
It's not like we're going hiking, but let's get a K2 out and let's do our baseline. So again, this is just our, let's shut this door. This is just our, let's shut this door too. This is just a preliminary investigation. This is more or less, I mean, it is a formal investigation, that's true. But since we've never officially investigated this home before, this is what we refer to as, or what I like to refer to as a spiritual handshake between our energies and the energies in this building. Now, Mark and
Travis.
Travis, I don't know why I want to keep calling him Kevin. What is the deal with that? Mark and Travis, it's so strange. What are you laughing at? I'm old? Yeah. Mark and Travis have investigated this place about a dozen times, and they've all had unique experiences in this building. So they do have their own connection with the spiritual entities that are in this building, and they've shared with us some of the experiences that they've had. And we've already had some things happen to us while we've been in here. So let's get those K2s out. Can you help me with that?
I come back in here where the light is.
I got it. You got plenty of light for me. I'm gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna have a job. I'm gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna have a job.
I don't know what that is. I'm just saying I don't know what that is. If that's Karen breathing, I've never heard her breathe like that. So let me play it again.
I'm gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna.
That almost sounds like a voice. I mean, I don't know what it sounds like to you all. I'm going to try and isolate it.
I'm gonna hand you a K2. I'm gonna hand you a K2. You're gonna have a job. I'm gonna hand you a K2. Two. 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 Hand you a K2.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm hearing things or if it's really truly something, or I don't really know what this is.
You a K2.
It almost sounds like mom.
Hand you a K2. You're
Mom.
gonna have a job. Hand you a K2. You're gonna.
Anybody else hear what I'm hearing, or am I just losing my mind? All right, that's what I thought.
It's an easy job. Oh yeah, it's holding a K2. It's holding a K2.
Easy job.
Oh yeah, holding a key.
I got a job.
Got it. This is an interesting room right here. I mean, normally, it's an iHouse, so everything is just kind of, it just kind of feeds in. So, I think that this was technically like, I guess this was part of the addition, because there's the kitchen and then there's this room, and then you walk into the main room, which is like the living room. And then I guess the living spaces for this particular house, built in 1845 in Stoddard County in Bloomfield, must have been on the first floor, and then the actual bedrooms themselves would have been upstairs. So I guess more of the social areas of the house would have been downstairs. Kind of, obviously kind of like how we build our houses now. But there are some houses that have bedrooms on the first floor, but that is a closet right there with hangers. So I imagine that at one point this served as a bedroom to somebody.
Now, if you get that close to the line, we're gonna get a little bit long.
Look at that wallpaper.
You can run a K2 as well. Just have it. Turn that light back on. Didn't you have
There was just a light that.
Was it me?
No, it was not a color.
Really?
There, and follow Travis into that room.
Yeah, I guess you know where we're going.
Just wanted to mark. Into that room.
Yeah, I guess you know where we're going.
Just wanted to mark it.
Okay. Come
Well,
on,
there is a lot of
seriously?
There
How
is
many
a lot
times
of
I gotta
dust.
put these headphones back in there?
There's a lot of dust running around, but this one was
We zipped up.
pretty large.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not gonna hurt this thing being on top of here, is it?
That beeping is the REM pod.
It's our REM pod. What you got?
No, it's probably the library. I just walked up.
Miller Home. This is Scott Poole, the American Ghost Project.
Everybody wants your step here.
Along with Mark, Travis, Karen, and Marty. We don't have any ill will or ill intent.
I usually always introduce myself and my team. You saw orbs in some of the videos when you guys were in the upper room with the 2 doors. I look forward to you seeing those. Cool, thank you, Brittany.
To you.
Hi, Amberly.
Look at those dishes on the floor. That's insane.
Now, the clicking that you're hearing is one of our electromagnetic pumps, so never mind that.
What was that?
That's him. He's over there.
Okay.
Kevin, Travis.
Hey Travis.
Hey, Travis, Kevin, are you over there? In the...
Can you kind of hang with us here?
No, he's fine. He can do what.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Jeff.
Whoa. Is that the live rig?
This is where we hit the incense earlier. This is where we hit the incense earlier.
Yeah, like right in there.
Shouldn't be the live rig there.
No. Okay.
So, Mark is holding the K2, which is an electromagnetic frequency detection device. K2 is already going off. I remember this part. As we walked into the living room and stuff already started happening. Clearly, we already caught evidence in the form of an electronic voice phenomenon when we first walked into the kitchen. Name's Jeff. Love it. Yeah, same here. Got to have fun while you're investigating because they're high stress environments and we try to make it fun, right, Marty?
Oh, getting chills. I'm getting hit with something. Hey,
So yeah, the electromagnetic frequency detection, the EMF, K2's in Travis's hand here.
I squeaked all
Amber
through there and
on
didn't
the
get nothing, and then
That's a double entendre. You didn't get anything, okay? Just kidding. By the way.
That's
Who are
the
you talking
prairie.
about?
That's the prairie coming out, man. It's okay. We talked about it, sir.
Oh God, what did I do? What fell?
Check that. Check it. Check
Guys,
it.
guys,
What's happening on his? Do you have anything on your pockets?
See how the K2 is going off on Mark?
Dude, I'm scrambling
I
to
have
try.
this is what's in my pocket.
I'm scrambling to try to get all
Pack of
this gear.
cigarettes.
You said something's kind of been lingering with you.
I've had something with me since the
I need to mark this. Oh, I cannot type today. That's neat.
Anything on your pockets? Dude, I'm scrambling
I
to
have
try.
this is what's in my pocket.
I'm scrambling to try to get all
Pack of
this gear.
cigarettes.
You said something.
Just
kind of
steady
been lingering
blinking
with you.
amber.
I've had something with me.
It's not even a steady.
The,
It's
since
just
an hour or two
flickering.
ago.
See, look.
Ooh,
It's, yeah,
I am struggling tonight.
Spike.
man. Like,
it's there.
I can't get. Really?
Now it's on. Look at that.
It's not.
I can't get plugged in over
We're
here.
getting
This is neat.
small hit right
Phyllis
here.
Daniel
This
says
is
she's
right
a
where we
supporter
were
but
with
can't
the
something.
Well, it's been
Big
like-
Just a private
it's been
message.
between me and him.
Yeah.
Can't what?
Just got a big hit.
It popped up. I can't respond to it right at the moment.
Cool shit, ain't it?
Okay, it's on my left arm.
What was that? Marty walks over. Did he whisper to Karen? Something about the live rig.
Did you hear that?
What?
Is it your stomach?
What was it?
I heard a kind of.
Okay, what did he hear? And there is a whisper right here. Let me mark this real quick. What did he hear?
What?
Did you hear?
Okay, what are you hearing? Let's see if we can isolate that. See if there's actually something there. Of course there's something there, right? What is this? It sounds like footsteps after it. Nobody's moving. You guys, I'm hearing chains, as if someone's walking in chains. Listen to this. There's a. I don't know what that is, but this right here. Hear the chains rattling? Hey, Tanya. Okay, it's a little spooky. It's good capture. Oh, come on now. Don't do that to me. I don't know why it does that. Blue and then magenta. Okay, that part is done. And then I had it marked, but I need to move that marker now. He definitely heard something, that's for sure. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Did you hear that?
What?
Ah,
Is it your stomach?
just remember they had slaves.
Okay.
So the fact that we may be capturing folks walking around, African Americans possibly walking in chains in this house, I do not want to cast a shadow onto the legend and the legacy of the Miller family, but it is documented in the Historical Society within Stoddard County that they did in fact have slaves. It's not documented that they were bad to them. As a matter of fact, that slaves that 3 of the slaves after they were emancipated stayed and worked on that farm. So that should tell you something, that they were treated fairly, and at least one of them took their last name. So I know that slavery is something that we look back on in the United States as always look back on it as a negative thing. It's always going to be a negative thing. Well, it wasn't just the United States that had slaves. And then secondly, it wasn't always a bad ending for the emancipated slaves once they were freed.
Is it your stomach? Okay.
What was it?
I heard a
Oh, that's a voice right there. That sounds like a, I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. It sounds like maybe a, you know what? Let's just find out. Let's just find out what it is, because I can't tell what they're saying. So let's find out. Right? This is what we do, and you guys are right here with me.
I heard a
Right here. Okay, that's. What is this? Good grief! Are there 2 voices in this?
I heard a
Okay, so that's him saying. That's Mark saying that one word. Okay, so we got that part. So this part's nothing. This is Mark talking. This right here is the. I disappeared from my camera. It's like a magic trick. My camera, by the way, is a Logitech. I don't know what number it is. It's a little older, but it doesn't do a very good job. But I don't have a green screen set up, and I don't want you guys to see my mad scientist lab behind me because of copyright. I'm kidding. But it automatically takes out the background. It doesn't always do a perfect job, but there is a voice right here.
heard a
Let's see what we can hear.
I heard a
Okay, so he's saying it too fast. So this is what we'll do. We've saved it.
I heard a
Right? So let's slow it down. Speed duration, 85. Except I don't want to slow that one down. I want to slow down a copy of that one that's already been. And by the way, the microphone's right in front of my keyboard, so sometimes I have to actually look around the microphone. But if it wasn't right in front of my face, you guys wouldn't hear me very well. And this is, by the way, an Audio Technica microphone. It's a very nice one. Let's see here. Speed duration. Let's slow this down to 85.
Heard a
I'm still not understanding what he's saying. You guys can hear that voice, right, though? I mean, I'm not hearing things because I hear a voice. I just can't tell what they're saying.
heard a
Slow it down some more, I guess. Let's slow it down to 90. Oops. I don't know why I did that. Well, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Radio. I'm not hearing radio, but that is a pretty good guess. I don't know what I'm hearing. Sometimes I just don't have a clue, and what I'll do is, and what we do, sometimes when we come across voices like that, we'll just put on there as unexplained, or and leave it up to the audience to decide, let the viewers decide, hey, what do you think this is saying?
Like growl.
Holy, is that an orb?
Like growl.
Look at that thing, nobody's moving. Look at this thing just come right out of his leg right here. That's okay, Karen. But you can see pretty well, so I mean, right out of his leg right here, that looks like an orb. Boom. Right into the door. That's cool. What's that? I like it. I'm going to add a marker and then edit that one. Light anomaly. I don't even know if that's how you spell anomaly. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't, like I said, there are a lot of dust. There were a lot of dust particles in this house. Okay. But here's the thing. There's a reason why I stop at certain ones that we will see throughout this footage and throughout a lot of the footage that I review. I'm not always going to point out orbs, but when it originates like that, let me see if I can zoom in on that. Let's see what we can do. Let's do 200. And let's just, I mean, this thing is coming up out of the floor, actually. So it's originating right here. And see how our shows are a little bit different. I'm in the editing software as we're making the show. And it goes into the door. Damn. It actually gets a little bit brighter. See, as it moves away from him, actually gains a little bit of energy. Y'all see that, how it gets brighter? Right about there. It's at its like max luminosity, if you would call it that. And here's what's crazy. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It doesn't really matter. It's a smartphone. So you can have a regular phone, a regular smartphone like an Apple or an Android or whatever you prefer, and be capturing evidence like this if you were in that house. Now, see, nobody's moving. It'd be different if Travis had just taken a step and kicked up some dust. Then I'd be like, oh, well, it's just dust. This originates at his feet off camera and travels up from left to right toward the door. That is a light anomaly, or what some folks might call an orb. That is not a dust particle. Dust particles don't just originate out of nowhere and fly in a laser path towards something. So, I mean, yeah, that's definitely not. So we're gonna mark that one as a light anomaly. And a lot of folks will be like, "Oh, well, there's no way to prove that's a dust particle or a light anomaly." But I mean, I've gone over hours and gigabytes, terabytes of footage. I have a 10 terabyte external hard drive sitting on my desk, it's full. I got to get another one of footage.
Route.
What? Oh, and there's a voice. So not only do we get an orb, there's a voice there.
To my left.
Yep, that's a voice, guys. I can hear it. I've been doing this long enough to tell you that is a voice. And we'll throw this in addition and I'll show you. That's not dust. Yeah, that's a voice right here. It sounds like to the untrained ear, but
To my left.
and see, that's regular
To
speech.
my left.
So from here, let's turn that up. Turn it up. Denoise it a few times. So that's 40% denoise. Turn it back up.
To my left. To my left.
I don't know what this dude's saying, but it's... Oh, by the way, just as a disclaimer, you guys are watching this live, the 24, and the folks that may watch it later, just as a disclaimer, if you're watching this, they may cuss. And if they do, I apologize.